And hello, everyone. We welcome you to Dick Quartercrack's Court here at Kalida High School. Getting set for this non-league boys basketball matchup tonight as the Wildcats of Kalida entertain the Blue Jays of Delphos St. John's. With Miles Holliday, I'm Randy Roberts, partner. We've turned the page here, got the opening week of the basketball season out of the way. Now we're ready to go here. A couple of teams ready to square off. Good test for each other here early part of the season.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Randy Roberts? Oh, what a hallowed place to call a basketball game. Great to be in Kalida, and we got a really good matchup.
And this one's going to be pretty interesting. Delphos St. John's coming in at 1-0. Knocked off Van Wert in their opener 82-50, while Kalida fell at Arlington in their opener last weekend 68-44. And let's talk a little bit about St. John's. Take a look at their starting lineup. And boy, do they have some sensational youngsters in their lineup, starting with a sophomore, Cam Elwer, who all he did last year as a freshman was be named Special Mention All-Ohio with 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists a game.
Yeah, it's nice to have a young team that is good, and they get better as they age, right? As opposed to this a young team that you're hoping. But this is a really talented Delphos St. John team, and Coach Aaron Elwer, he's got his opportunity to have a special season with this group from St. John's.
Yeah, went 17-8 a year ago. Cameron Elwer in their opener against Van Wert went for 32. Tice McLean off the bench added 14, like you said, with this young team. Both of those guys just sophomores. So there's still 3 years with these guys. And a lot of players, a lot of fans, a lot of pundits really thinking it's going to be a special time in the history of Delphos St. John's boys basketball.
Yeah, enjoy it for the next couple of years. This could be something that is extremely special. Guys that can step out, hit perimeter jumpers, but yet are big and strong inside to get rebounds. In fact, Elwer is a guy that if you like watching guys with all-around action, they can face the basket, play with his back to the basket. He's that type of guy. You're going to like watching him.
Let's take a look now at the Wildcats of Kalida. As we said, coming in at 0-1, lost their season opener at Arlington last week, 68-44. Much like St. John's, very young team, 1 senior, 3 juniors, 7 sophomores on the team. Lost their big rotation from a team that went 19-5 a year ago.
Yeah, a team that went 19-5, and a great tradition here, of course. But the top 7 guys from that team in the rotation, all gone. So it's trying to figure out what it's going to be like moving forward. Had a tough one against Arlington, 68-44. Where are the points going to come from? Well, it's something that's still trying to figure out. They have more questions early in the season than Delphos St. John's does, so they're going to have to try and figure things out here on the move against a really talented Delphos St. John team.
And it was Logan Kerner, to answer your question, that stepped up at least for the opener. 16 of the 44 coming from him, but some of these other guys starting to learn some of their roles for head coach Ryan Steckschulte.
Yeah, and figuring out where you're going to shoot from, right? Maybe work the clock a little bit down, try to work the half-court offense. Make this a slower possession game. I think if this game is in the 30s and 40s, that's going to be something that is in the favor of Kalida.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game for this one. Miles, let's start with the Blue Jays at Delphos St. John's.
When you're hot, you're hot. Oh, boy, remember Jerry Reed? That was one of his big hits right there. When you're hot, you're hot. And this is true about Delphos St. John's. 58% from the field in their opener against Van Wert. Keep shooting at a high percentage because you're getting high percentage shots. Number 2, head on a swivel. Anytime you're playing defense against Kalida, boy, they set some screens that will jar you loose if you're not paying attention. Make sure you keep all your chiclets in your mouth. Keep your head on a swivel. And number 3, Cam can. He sure can. Cam Elwer, you highlighted his first game against Van Wert, 32 points. He also had 10 rebounds and, 6 assists as well. Fantastic first effort. He is a special player.
How about some keys to the game for the Kalida Wildcats?
Got to grind this one out. Really eat a lot of clock on the offensive end. Keep the score down. Grind it out, but you have to maintain possession. Number 2, 1 and done. That means you're getting defensive rebounds. Limit this Delphos St. John's team to 1 shot on the offensive end. And then number 3, don't play young. It's okay to be young, right? Just don't play young. Play like a veteran. It's a young team, but don't make young player mistakes.
Again, ready for this one. It's the 22nd meeting all-time between Delphos St. John's and Kalida. St. John's leads the all-time series 17-4, and we'll have the opening tip for you next here on WOSN. Randy Randy and Miles back with you here in Kalida as we are just about ready to go here in this boys basketball and non-league affair.
Hey, is that one of the coolest murals you're ever going to see or what?
It's Wildcat eyes just staring right at you, and now the officials are going to look at something. Is there a issue on the floor?
Yeah, there's
looking for a towel.
Look at the eyes on that thing.
We have something. One of the officials spotted something. As there is, and those are directly across from us. I look up, and that's what I see. That the officials have noticed something on the floor. Either the paint has begun to come up, or there is a spot, or one of the covers that they use for the volleyball post maybe come undone. There's some sort of work needs to be done before this one will start.
Well, you see they brought out the highly important paper towel to take care of it. Student section giving a great round of applause. That is outstanding.
Now it looks like everything is ready to go. This one in the air. Tip is controlled by the Wildcats, and we are underway.
Now man to man by the Blue Jays early.
Siebenek will get rid of it. It's going to come top of the key to Smith. Braylon Smith, a little slip, and he'll get rid of the basketball. Look to go inside. One dribble, and getting rid of it is Remlinger. Back to Smith, the kick out wing. Three on the way. That one's going to hit the iron. Remlinger with the offensive rebound, and the putback's up and in.
Yeah, Remlinger, 6'4", uses that entire frame to get the big rebound, get him up early.
Quickly, St. John's come down the other way. This one's going to be up no good. And top of the key, this three ball on its way. Offensive rebound pulled down in traffic. The ball's going to be lost. Kalida's going to come away with it. They move in transition and able to get to the basket will be Braylon Smith, and he's going to draw the foul.
Yeah, Braylon Smith goes through contact, keeps his eyes on the backboard, goes off the top corner for the smooch. And then, Randy, what do you do when you're done? You just flex towards the student section. Great start for Kalida.
Andrew Elwer, the 5'11", the freshman, is going to pick up the foul. That's going to be his first of the night whistled against the Blue Jays. And Kalida, who struggled offensively in their season opener, has the first 5 points of this one.
Well, you got to really give them a ton of credit. Kalida, that is, Randy. Their intensity is out of this world so far.
Great crowd on hand, as it usually is here in Kalida. And our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. You can visit Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here.
Now, Kalida got themselves in a little bit of trouble. The dribble handoff that St. John's likes to do. They tried to jump it twice. First time successful. Second one, St. John's able to dribble through and get themselves to the free throw line.
This will be Cameron Elwer at the line shooting a pair. First one is good. So that will get the Blue Jays on the scoreboard. That Kalida foul, by the way, on Jackson Schrader, his first. As Elwer is able to knock down both tosses.
Yeah, just a glimpse. You see the nice stroke he has at the free throw line. St. John's now picking up full court.
Trying to force Kalida maybe to play a little bit faster than they'd like to. This is a very young team. Lost, like Miles said, their top 7 guys from a year ago. Trying to work this out. One of those teams that I think teams in the early part of their schedule will be glad they're playing them now instead of later when they get a little better and start to figure out what some of the roles are. Here's a loose ball. This one's going to be picked up by Elwer. Elwer's going to go right to the basket. He's going to draw the contact, and he's going to get the bucket.
First, the steal on the defensive end, and then the ability to go coast to coast and finish through traffic right there. How about the step through, Randy Roberts? Young fella, he's got some moves.
Logan Kerner tried to hang in there as long as he could to draw the charge. Instead, he's going to be whistled for the foul, his first, team second. And now Elwer, who is coming off a 22-point a night year as a freshman a year ago. Try for the three-point play. That one's going to rim out. And it's Kerner. It comes away with a miss. And now it's Kalida pushing the tempo. This time they do it on their own. And now the travel is going to be called as Jackson Schrader picked up his dribble in a bad spot.
Yeah, Schrader knew it too. Going to get a cross-court pass. And then a little bit of a poke right there to make it difficult. That was Munter that poked it. And you see the disappointed look on Schrader's face.
Jays down a point with a basketball. Elwer at the wing will give it into the corner. Of it is Munter. Munter at the low block. He's going to be called for the travel. So the teams will trade turnovers as we get a substitution. It's Tyson McLean, 5'8" sophomore, checks in. McLean provided St. John's with a little bit of offense in their season opener.
Yeah, 14 against Van Wert.
One taken away top of the key. This is Munter able to go to the basket, doesn't get the foul, or doesn't get the bucket, excuse me, but he does get the foul.
You better be strong with the basketball against this Delphos St. John's team, because if you're not, you're going to get it poked away on the perimeter, and they convert it in a hurry. Almost another three-point opportunity. That was Munter that got the steal, then converted, shooting two at the line.
Schrader's going to pick up his second foul, so it looks like he's going to sit down as Parker Vorst is going to check in. I want to tell you that our instant replay tonight is brought to you by the Union Bank. Union Bank, committed to you. Munter will split the free throws.
A really good answer by Delphos St. John's to tie it up at 5. Kalida had a ton of momentum early, got out to that quick 5-0 lead, but it's been all Blue Jays since.
Smith with the left hand all the way to the basket, can't get it to go. Putback is going to be blocked from behind by Munter, and now here comes St. John's.
That was Siebenek that tried to get it, but Munter with the block and another friendly roll.
What about the pull-up three? Instead, Andrew Elwer will settle for the 15-footer from the elbow for the first time tonight. St. John's is in front.
Well, how do you answer a 5-0 run? Well, come with a 7-0 run.
Smith trying to shake his defender. Instead, he'll swing it around to the left wing. Siebenek with it. We'll give it back top of the key to Kerner. Smith will come and get the basketball. Trying the entry pass to the high post. It's knocked away. Remlinger will have to chase it down.
Boy, St. John is doing a great job communicating on the defensive end. You see Munter, number 12, calling out the action before it even gets involved by Kalida.
Trying to get inside with Smith again. St. John's able to beat everyone down the floor, and it's Munter who's able to get his first bucket of the night.
Hey, big man runs the floor. What do you do? Reward him. How about the hands of number 33 and the ability to finish?
6'2" senior with his first points. As the Blue Jays now lead this one by 4. It's 9-5 as you see on our Lee's famous recipe chicken scoreboard. Vorst trying to get inside. A lot of contact. We've seen a couple of Kalida players on that end of the floor, Miles. A little slipping and sliding going on.
That was one of those fouls, Randy. I thought it could have gone either way because shoulder was down, right? Kind of clearing it out.
I feel like you could have called a travel and really bailed everyone out there.
Yeah, that's a really good point because there were steps, but were the steps caused by the action? Well, regardless, it's going to stay with Kalida. And St. John's jumping to 2-3 zone on the inbound.
Yeah, it's going to be the second foul whistled against Andrew Elwer tonight. So he will sit down. The second time we're going to see Kalida called for a travel. This time it is Jackson Hoffman in the paint. And just a slide a little bit, and that's all it takes.
Well, you see a reason why they only had 44 against Arlington and not taking care of the basketball. How many turnovers already in the first 4 or 5 minutes of this game?
Munter will get rid of this one. It comes around to the wing for Cameron Elwer. Elwer, little ball fake. Nice job with the dish under the basket. But we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
One of those NBA calls, right? Wait to see what happens, and if it doesn't go in, go ahead and whistle it. I thought it was a tremendous block, but maybe we'll get an opportunity to see it. see if it's all ball or arm. The official's going to say, nope, got the arm. Well, how about the pass by Cam Elworth, though? First a killer crossover, and then to find his teammate cutting to the basket.
Free throw is going to be good as Grant Ulm able to get to the line. So he becomes the fifth different player to score. Miles and I still getting used to the new foul rules as the second one is good out of Ulm. So the next foul committed by Kalida will put St. John's in the bonus. We'll explain to you a little bit of that when we get there. Here, still 3.5 minutes and counting left to go, quarter number one.
It's been a prolonged drought by Kalida. We're going to get a timeout. Ryan Steschulte wants to talk about it. No flow offensively.
So that'll give us the opportunity to tell you a little bit about it. So there is the NFHS rule change. So no more 1-and-1s in the high school game. So after each team will commit its fifth foul or on its fifth foul, it will now be a 2-shot bonus. And instead of the fouls resetting at the half, which you're used to at the high school level, they will now reset at the end of each quarter.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss the 1-and-1, especially in pressure situations. How about this rule? We'll make an amendment, right? Fourth quarter, 1-and-1 comes back. What about that? Would you be in favor?
I like the 2 shots.
Do you?
I do like it.
Well, there was just nothing better than seeing the front end of a 1-and-1 in a pressure game, right? I think that built a lot of character, revealed a lot of character, too. Guys going there and enjoying the pressure situation. I'm going to start a movement. Bring back the 1-on-1. We'll have T-shirts, bumper stickers. What do you think, Randy? Keep the 2, he says.
Keep the 2.
Keep the 2. No razzle-dazzle in 2 free throws,
That's
Randy.
right.
I'm telling you
That's
that.
right. So for those of you more familiar maybe with the women's college basketball game, new rules are more reflective of what happens with the women's hoops. They play the quarters instead of halves. So after the timeout, it's Wildcats with the basketball.
You see them coming out of the timeout, trying to make a concerted effort to get into the post. But credit St. John's. You saw the post entry. Well, he caught it, but it was 7 feet away, not on the low block, and it causes another turnover.
And for the third time this evening, Kalida is whistled for a travel, and that will send it over to the Blue Jays, who lead this one 11-5. Trapped under the basket was Braden Klaus, and now we're going to have a whistle, and we're going to go the other way.
Yeah, tremendous defense by Siebenek. See the action. He forced it to the baseline underneath the backboard, really closed off all options. Going to get the turnover because of it.
So the Wildcats get this one back. They scored the first 5 quickly, and they've been shut out since then.
Yeah, this is like a 4-minute drought for Kalida. And Randy, how many possessions have they gone without even getting a shot off?
Yeah, it's been multiple. Here's Smith getting inside. His leaner's going to be no good. Putback's going to be up and good. So Braylon Smith now with 5 of the 7. As the Wildcats able to break their scoring drought.
Good tenacity by Smith to get his own miss, go back up with it.
McLean trying to go baseline. His skip pass is knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off one of his own guys. And we'll see Parker Vorst check back into the lineup for the Wildcats.
If you're struggling offensively, what can you do about it? Well, a lot of times you turn up the defensive intensity. That will frustrate your opponent, but more importantly, get you opportunities that are easy on the offensive end.
11-7 on our Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken scoreboard here as we close in 2 to go opening quarter. Still this early part, second weekend of the boys high school basketball season. First time Miles and I will have to go back-to-back and work a Friday and Saturday.
I'm excited about it. How about you?
Yeah, looking forward to it. A wing 3, that one is going to rattle in.
How about a little release, rotation, and splash for Logan Kerner. The guy that had 16 in their first game.
One able to fall through, cuts that lead down to 1. St. John's trying to answer on the other end as the corner 3 by Colin Feathers is off the mark. And now come the Wildcats' chance to take the lead. Fighting inside. Smith can't get that one. Ball was knocked away from Elwer as Vorst was able to keep that alive.
Yeah, great hustle by Vorst to steal another possession on the offensive end. Just down by one.
Now this one is going to head out of bounds. Kalida will turn it over.
How about that guy, though? Kicking the ball back. You catch it in that first row, right? You shoot it, don't you?
You don't get to keep it?
He kicked it. Come on, man. Catch it and shoot. You're only 30 feet away. Tell me if he doesn't make that shot, people go crazy.
They would.
Yeah. You see him now. He's telling his wife, you know, back in, when I was 18, I made that shot.
St. John's with it back. Hey, they all counted for two back then, too. Pull-up jumper by Elwer is going to be off the mark. No good. Siebenek with the rebound. Get it ahead. Vorst, about that, getting inside and able to score.
Do you call that a Euro step or every continent on the world? He took a lot of steps, but got away with a good aggressiveness.
Puts the Cats back in front, and St. John's able to match on the other end as Elwer. It's Cameron Elwer getting inside. He's got 6 here in this opening quarter.
He does a nice job of just letting things come to him, doesn't he? He doesn't force the action. I got to believe this will be the last possession, right? Kalida, try to get the last shot here. Try to get it back to Smith. Let him go on under 10. Work some magic.
He's going to come up top of the key. Nathan Colley with it. Colley comes to the right side, kick into the corner. Don't think Vorst was ready for it, might have mishandled it. The paid officials were looking for a travel call as the shot at the horn is going to be no good. So that's how the opening quarter will end. It's a good one so far. 13-12 after one. We'll take a break here on WOSN. Well, 13-12 after one. Delphos St. John's will lead over Kalida. And partner, that one was interesting back and forth. We saw Kalida with the first five. St. John's with an answer. Good to see Kalida and snapped a long scoring drought come back and make it competitive here after one.
Yeah, both teams got a little sleepy at times in that first quarter. Allowed the other one to get back in it.
Opening possession here of quarter number two. Blue Jays will have it. Trying to go inside. Here's Cam Elwer. Elwer, nice little spin move floater on the baseline. Is going to be up and good.
And you saw every defender on the floor with their eyeballs on Elwer. Didn't matter. The little spin and the baby hook was just sensational.
Elwer already with 8 here in this opening quarter as Braylon Smith has made his way back onto the floor. We'll see if he gets involved in the offense.
I was looking for him to take that last shot, but it is actually going to be Kerner I wanted to get the ball to.
Well, how about that? Smith will open up the second quarter with a basket.
That's what we needed, right? End of the first quarter.
Or start of the second, either or. Baskets still count the same. Now we're going to get pushing and shoving away from the basketball here. We're going to take a look at the Union Bank replay.
Yeah, see if they're going to say Schrader with a mover. Yeah, a little two-hand shoving on the roll, and you better call U-Haul because that's a mover.
Oddly enough, that is the same way Miles pushes everyone out of the way when the halftime food arrives.
Especially if it's the last bag of popcorn.
Kalida with this one.
Look at the sharp cuts by Kalida. Something you always love to watch. There, a little backdoor cut right there. Coach Steschulte, something that his players do every year, sharp cuts.
Nice job by Munter not allowing anyone to get baseline, so instead Smith has to get creative. He does score. He's got 9 to lead Kalida as the Wildcats find themselves back in front by a point.
Yeah, huge 9 points because they've gone a long period of time without scoring. He has brought his offensive game.
Nice job there. Cameron Elwer found the open man on the double team. See it on the replay, the kick out. It's Tice McLean with it. He's going to go to the free throw line.
A smart play by McLean. Could have settled for the jumper, but recognized, and rightfully so, all the defense was paying attention to Elwer, so he had an opportunity to get baseline. This is a Delphos team that does a really good job of getting to the free throw line.
First free throw is no good out of McLean. He'll get one more. McLean held scoreless so far. As it looks like we will see Austin Munter and Andrew Elwer back into the lineup now for the Blue Jays.
Tice McLean, you think any relation to John McLean?
Got to be some, right?
Right.
Got to be his favorite time of year around Christmas.
It's the best Christmas movie ever.
As they're going to wave this one off, as it looks like Munter stepped into the lane before the shot. We'll see if that is, we do have video evidence.
Yeah.
That was the case.
There's no doubt about that one, right? Easy call by the official. Sometimes you get too eager. And Aaron Munter said, I really want to get that rebound.
And a replays tonight brought to you by the Union Bank. Union Bank committed to you. Here's a drive inside. That's going to be up no good by Siebenek. Ball's lost out of bounds. And it looks like St. John's will get it.
Is it me, or do you think the officials are being really liberal with the traveling call so far?
So far they are.
Yeah. A lot of extra steps and step-throughs that sometimes are called as travels. Getting away with them here tonight.
Elwer with it, top of the key. Saw the help coming defensively, backed away from it. Sent the ball into the corner, now gets it back here.
Yeah, look at all the white jerseys he's got to drive through.
Once again, he's able to find the open man. Wing 3 from Austin Munter is going to be no good. But the Jays get the offensive rebound. They'll get another crack at it. And now, little hand check, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul in the corner.
The second time in this game that Austin Munter has tracked down one of his missed shots to save a possession. 1, 2, 3, and 4 guys are within close proximity to Cam Elwer. You can definitely tell that Coach Steschulty, his objective number 1 was to limit the scoring opportunities for Cam Elwer.
16-15 here, 5.5 minutes left to go, although that might change to the corner 3. That's going to be no good. Kalida gets it, and our scoreboard again brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lima, Wapak, Delphos, St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here, and there's a little happening down on the court.
Well, coaches always say if nobody stopped you, take it all the way to the rim. And Logan Kerner says, I'll do just that.
Kerner now with 5 and have a chance for the and 1. As the Wildcats extend their lead 18-15. Free throw is good. Four-point lead now for Kalida. It's their biggest since scoring the first 5 of the night. Now having some issues. They 2 subs sitting at the table. Weren't sure which 2 they were for, I guess.
Yeah, Braylon Smith wanted to check in, and originally said, no, you're going to have to wait. But the official said, no, we can get him in. Ball stopped.
Now that all that is situated, we return to action. A lob inside. Munter with a kick out. It's out to the wing. It's Elwer. Elwer trying to feed it inside. Elwer this is a double. He'll just muscle out of it. Floater's a little too strong. Offensive rebound pulled down. A couple of double clutches out of Brayden Klaus, and he'll get rid of the basketball. Klaus on the give and go. Lost the handle inside. He's triple teamed. Ball still loose. Gets it back. St. John's will reset the offense. And here's one. I think this is a long 2. It's no good. Rebound is loose on the floor, and finally, it's Cameron Elwer who's going to clean up the score for St. John's.
Yeah, really good players just kind of find a way, don't they? Hang around a basket on a missed shot. You'll get rewarded with a good putback. Cameron Elwer, Johnny on the spot.
Sophomore now with 10 tonight. Here's the kick out. Turning down the 3 is Hoffman. He'll get inside. Lost his dribble. Has to kick it out. Over to Kerner. Kerner pivots around, and now we're going to get a whistle and a foul as they found the cutter in Smith. But we'll see what the foul is.
A dribble drive is really starting to pay off for Kalida. Don't get the basket out of it. Get stopped at the low block, but what it does allow is a dive cut by Braylon Smith to get into the key. Causes a foul again by Delphos St. John's.
So see Jacob Siebenek and Griffin Klausing check into the lineup now for Kalida. Pull-up jumper from the elbow is a good one. Open look there. Siebenek is able to score for the first time tonight. Elwer trying to get a little fancy with a dribble. Went behind the back. Gets a kick out to the wing. Getting inside. Klaus kick out. Now they'll send it over the top. Feathers Wanted to get it inside to Elwer. That one's knocked away off Kalida. St. John's will keep it.
Well, when a team is extending so much focus on one player like Cam Elwer, and you're Delphos St. John's head coach Aaron Elwer, you got to do a couple things to make it easy for him. And you saw one of those is try to get him on the low block, but it's played well by Kalida.
St. John's will have to throw this one into the backcourt. Cameron Elwer able to go get it. Now trying to take on his defender one-on-one. He'll get everyone into the air and then just pull up and score with ease.
Yeah, good call by you with ease. Just kind of hung in the air after the fake. He is very efficient on the offensive end.
Loose ball is going to roll to Griffin Klausing. You talk about right place at the right time. He's able to finish off and get the basket.
Yeah, just hanging out on the opposite side, low block, and more importantly, he gets the foul on Elwer. Got to be his first. Anytime you go against a really good player, one of the things you can do is try to get him in foul trouble.
So Griffin Klausing, the 6'1 sophomore, will try for the three-point play to extend this Kalida lead. One on its way, a little too strong. Rebound went through two sets of St. John hands. Putback's no good. We're going to fight for the rebound, and we're going to have, I believe, a jump ball. No, I'm sorry. We're going to have a foul. My apologies.
It turns into a foul because of the effort, right? Don't give up on the ball just because two sets of hands are on it. Pull it away, and when he pulled it away, that turned into a foul. Oh, you got to love the tenacity of Parker Vorst. Turned that one into a foul instead of a held ball.
That's the fifth foul, so he'll shoot two. We'll see the new rules come into effect. It's also the second foul on Cameron Elwer. See if we can see that replay one more time, and we can show you the moment the official changed his mind. You're going to see the official on the baseline. He's going to run in, and at first he was going to call jump ball. You see it, and jump. No, I got to call foul.
Yeah, that is because of Vorst, who worked really hard to get it, but unfortunately it winds up being an empty trip with the two missed free throws.
St. John's comes away with a miss. Jay's trying to pick this up offensively. Down 4 here, nearing the 3-minute mark of the opening half. Elwer's three off the mark. This one is going to be saved, but it hits the backside of the backboard out of bounds. Kalida's going to get this one back.
Oh, you love the sheepish smile there by Schrader, don't you? Goes off the backboard, catches it, tries to keep playing it. Gotta like the effort.
Blue Jays now going to apply a little bit more pressure, a little token pressure. They show it and then back out. Braylon Smith able to bring this one into the front court. Over to Siebenek. Siebenek into the lane. His floater's no good as he lost the handle. And we're going to have an offensive foul. Siebenek's going to be called for one here.
I really thought Siebenek had been contacted to make that a bad shot. Official said not enough on it, but you're going to get the offensive foul after that. A major bullet dodge by Delphos St. John's, down by 4.
Siebenek's going to be whistled for his second. Team's third. Now 2:45 and counting left to go, opening half of the Lee's famous recipe chicken scoreboard. Good one we've had for you so far as Elwer's going to lose a handle out of bounds. And St. John's going to turn this one right back over to Kalida.
I have a feeling both coaches at halftime are going to really paint the wall with their words on how to handle the basketball. Way too many turnovers for both these coaches.
Yeah, heads-up play, bringing that one into the front court. So Hoffman had to make sure he was across the timeline to avoid an over and back call. Vorst left open in the corner. He's going to take the three. It's going to be no good. Rebound is grabbed by Joel Schrader. And now it's St. John's pushing a little bit, and we'll have a foul on the other end as Grant Ulm is going to head to the free throw line.
Well, if you run the floor and Cam Elwer has the ball in his hands about midcourt, he's going to do a good job of finding you. And that's got to make you feel good when you're a big man running the floor. That time, Grant Ulm, 6'4", beating everybody down.
Parker Vorst, the guilty party on the foul. That's his first, as the first free throw is no good. So we're going to see a few changes for St. John's. Tice McLean, Austin Munter, and Aaron Munter now checking into the lineup. Second one hits off the back iron, is no good. Vorst had the rebound and fell all the way to the floor. Thought the which you could hear up here. Good to see him get up.
I don't know how he got up so quick because this is, oh, you see his right foot landed.
Yeah,
he was unstable.
That left leg going to give out.
Yeah, I think his right leg landed on Munter's foot, and that forced him to lose his balance. And that was a sickening thud, but he got up right away. Very thankful for that.
Yeah, he's able to get up without much problem and make his way to the bench, so they'll take a look at him. St. John's with this one. Pass is deflected right back into the hands of Austin Munter, who's able to score.
The heads-up play by Munter. Doesn't lose his faculties about him. Catches it. Goes up quickly.
Munter now with 3. The lead down to 2. Or Smith pull-up jumper step inside the free throw line. That one's going to be no good. Rebound is going to head over to the Blue Jays.
Well, let's see who it goes off of. Yeah, they're going to say it was poked out by Clausing. You see his reaction, he knew it too.
Cameron Elwer will bring this one into the front court. Blue Jays with a chance to tie or take the lead here with a minute and a half. Ulm going backside as that one roll off the heel of the iron. Kalida trying to push. Kerner wasn't ready for the pass. He'll save it. Here's Smith. Nice spin. Gets inside. Can't get that to go, but that muscling his way inside for the rebound by Aaron Munter.
St. John's has numbers.
5 on 4 with a player down, and it's Elwer who's able to step through and score for the Jays.
Yeah, another step through by Elwer, and uses a little smooch with a scoop shot.
Ties us up 23 all here as we get under a minute left to go in the opening half. Nice crowd in Kalida starting to make some noise for their Wildcats. This one is going to be taken away, and now an over and back is going to be the call as Austin Munter heads up play to steal this one. You see him slide across the timeline. Problem is he throws it behind him after, I guess, being on your backside is establishing possession in the front court.
Yeah, he kind of slid across the timeline, didn't he? And it was going to be a travel anyhow. Yeah, the pass back was going to be over and back, but you said his backside, which is true, right? He was sliding on it, so no feet were on the ground, no 3 points, so it was going to be a turnover regardless. But good effort to get the steal.
Kalida with this one, under 40 seconds to go in our opening half. Kerner was double teamed. He'll get it back, or at least tried to. Quick hands there to Tyson McLean to knock that one away.
If Kalida's going to handle for the last shot here, spread it out. Just bring it out, bring no doubt. They've been precarious with some of their passes in this last 40 seconds. Spread the floor a little bit better.
Hoffman looking for someone open. Finds Smith. Braylon Smith. Smith the free throw line inside. His floater doesn't go. Ulm able to out jump. Everyone comes away with a rebound. And now it is St. John's who can use the final 15 seconds of the half.
I just don't know if I like that shot. You had an opportunity to at least go in tied or take the lead. Now Delphos St. John's has an opportunity to score before half.
It's a high post pass. That was going to be mishandled. Munter's going to get this one back. 3, no good as the horn will sound. And that's how the half will end. Well, an entertaining half of basketball here in Kalida. 23 all at the break, and we'll have the second half for you right after this on WOSN. Hey, Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you here in Kalida. 23 all between the Wildcats and the Blue Jays at Delphos St. John's as we've reached the half here. Partner, we talked about where the offense for Kalida was going to come to in our pregame, and we've seen so far this opening half that Braylon Smith is going to be the one that supplies a good majority of it.
He's been assertive, right? He's attacked with the dribble drive, got himself to the line a couple times, but what do you do about Cameron Elwer, though, for Delphos St. John's? 14 points out of their 23, and Kalida has done a really good job of affording him the attention that he deserves, but he's just so good, he finds a way to get points.
Both teams breaking their huddles, get ready to begin the second half. Will be, I believe, Kalida ball to begin the action. Now they're waiting for the ball boys to drag the remaining basketballs off the court. We can return to action.
I'll tell you what, ball cart technology has really changed ball carts. Have you seen a ball cart like that before? Used to be just a box with the big lid on it, right?
Well, then it was the 55-gallon trash cans.
It was, yeah.
Right? Just did it wheel off the court easily? Good enough. And now we've got all sorts of things here. So Wildcats with a basketball, looking for their first win of the year in their second try. Blue Jays look to remain undefeated here in the early part of the season. Good wraparound pass to get inside. Able to draw the foul will be Jacob Siebenek.
Yeah, good set coming out of the halftime. Go a little high-low action right there. And how about the pass inside by Remlinger? Allow Siebenek an opportunity. They were really trying to force that high-low action. Finally got to it.
How about this situation to begin this half as Andrew Elwer has picked up his fourth foul just 20 seconds into the half, and we will see Aaron Munter have to replace him. I would imagine the younger Elwer will be sitting down for at least the rest of the quarter.
And it's one of those things that every coach at halftime, too, goes through how many fouls everybody has. Usually have an assistant that keeps track of that. Remind the young guys, hey, don't foul unless you really need to. A fourth foul this early in the second half is really going to hamper them.
Siebenek hits the second of two free throws. It puts the Wildcats in front by a point here early this third quarter. Three ball from the wing is going to be no good. Trying to fight inside for the rebound is Joel Schrader, and they're able to kick this back out. The Blue Jays will reset the offense. Elwer able to run the baseline inside Munter with this one. He's going to have it ripped away as Kerner is going to steal the basketball from him, gets it out to Smith.
Now, I think if Munter goes up quickly after getting that baseline pass, he has an opportunity. But if you hold on to it, you saw what happens. Four sets of hands from Kalida dove in on him.
Smith gave the outward look like he was pushed down, but fell down, no call. It's a turnover as the Blue Jays come away with the basketball. There's Cameron Elwer with this. Elwer, the free throw line, jump stop, lots of contact, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
Well, let's see if it's actually a true foul. How about the little head fake? And then the attack dribble. Yeah, that's a foul. He comes up. You're going to stop the ball. Siebenek uses the lower half.
And Braylon Smith guilty of the foul. It's his first. Nice job. Give to the cutter on the baseline is Austin Munter able to finish. He's now got 5 tonight.
When your best player on the floor defers and finds guys to make them better, boy, that makes you such a strong team. Remember, he had 6 assists against Van Wert.
Trying to go baseline. Siebenek, his kick out is to the corner. Or it's actually deflected out. Kalida will get this one back here. 6:12 left to go, third quarter. Scoreboard brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Missed shot. Here comes the Blue Jays off the rebound. Cameron Elwer is going to bring this one into the front court. Elwer will swing it ahead. Munter did this one under the basket. Ball was knocked away. Took one high dribble. Kalida gets this back in transition, and it's going to finish with a Siebenek layup.
Yeah, really a 4-point swing, right? It looked like it was going to be easy basket for Delphos St. John's, but they couldn't convert. And then a run out for Kalida.
We trade the lead again. Now an answer on the other end is Elwer will get his 7th basket and a quick timeout taken by St. John's. So full timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well with St. John's up by 1 here on WOSF. 27-26. Delphos St. John's lead over Kalida here. 5:36 left to go. Third quarter in a game that's gone back and forth so far. The home opener for Kalida. I want to tell you that our replays tonight are brought to you by the Union Bank. Union Bank, committed to you.
All right, now help me out. We just saw a shot of the student section, right? They told us it was a Cowboy out today. We also see, what, golf?
Yeah, I saw golf, maybe a couple tennis players, at least tennis pros, tennis professionals, country clubbers, a little bit of everything. As this one is knocked out of bounds. Austin Munter knocked that away. Will force Kalida inbound from side court.
I do enjoy the old school megaphone in the front row, too. That was awesome.
One thing that don't have to say, the student section of Kalida will show up. But everyone in Putnam County does a great job.
Well, the Kalida basketball team has showed up after a rough outing against Arlington, giving a great effort here. Only down by 1 against everybody we talked to said this is going to be an easy one for Delphos St. John's. Kalida, they're giving a great effort.
We're working hard with the basketball right now on offense. Siebenek said the hot hand, at least so far in this third quarter. Pulls up at the wing. He'll get rid of it. Long three on the way, and it's going to be up and good.
Now, how about Logan Kerner? He likes 2. He likes 2, but he really loves the 3.
Kerner now with 9, but a little tenacity on the other end, although there's going to be a foul called underneath here. See the triple team coming in. Someone get caught with their hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, Kerner, who had the big 3, is going to get whistled for that foul, his second.
Team second of the quarter as well. Munter will inbound it in Elwer. Elwer with a kick out. And now the 3 is going to be answered on the other end as Aaron Munter able to hit it.
That big fella ran the floor early. Got himself a layup on a fast break. That time shows the touch from way downtown.
Puts the Blue Jays back in front by a point. Trying to feed this one inside. Ball is knocked away. Siebenek is going to come away with it. Fights his way in. That one's deflected. And it's Elwer comes away with it. And now it's automatic, right? The foul after the turnover.
We see it year in, year out, right? The great block by Munter on Siebenek. Siebenek then, what do you have to do if you get denied on the layup? Well, you must commit the foul.
Didn't get the reach, though, like we normally see. This is the little lean of the body. That's going to be the third on Siebenek, third of the quarter whistled against the Wildcats here halfway through this third period.
Well, that block by Munter, though, was huge. Allows St. John's to keep the lead.
Elwer with the kick out. How about Force with a block on the other end? Here's the Wildcats trying to push in transition. Oh, spin no good, but a foul is going to be coming here as Jackson Hoffman is going to go to the free throw line.
Now look at the spinner Rooney with a drop step of the left foot going through the contact, just enough of the arm by Munter. Going to get him to the line. You like the aggressive nature of Huffman.
Good thing it was a spin-a-rooney and not a step-a-rooney.
Well, if you're wearing blue and yellow, you might think it was a step-a-rooney.
Free throws coming here. First one on its way is going to be good. As Jackson Huffman, 6'1" sophomore, scores for the first time tonight. Puts us in a 30-all ties you see in our Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken scoreboard. 3:38 to go, third quarter. And second one is no good. Quick to come down with a rebound, Colin Feathers, who will find Cameron Elwer. Elwer's going to get rid of the basketball. Feathers will get it back. Go inside. Double clutch. That's going to be up no good. Munter. Little contact from behind. Aaron Munter comes away with a rebound. Now there's a foul, little contact on the dribble.
Now I really thought Munter would have went strong. He had himself a layup or an opportunity to get to the free throw line, but kind of drifted away. And the other Munter saves it. Going to get fouled. Going to be out of bounds.
Blue Jays will inbound here inside court as they'll get it into Austin Munter.
Yeah, Huffman's done a really good job of trying to limit the touches of Elwer. But he just doesn't have the lateral quickness on that crossover, but who does? Cam Elwer's got a killer crossover.
Elwer able to draw the foul, a little hand check on Hoffman. It's going to be his first, team's fifth. So Elwer's drawn the double bonus free throws where he misses the first.
That's where one of his teammates needs to come out over and help Huffman. Huffman has worked extremely hard to deny Elwer the basketball, but once Elwer gets it and can square him up, Huffman's at a disadvantage. Someone come and help on that dribble drive to close that doorway.
A couple of changes for Kalida coming before we get that second free throw from Elwer. This one is airborne. He's able to knock that one down. It's 18 now for Elwer. sorry, that's 17 as I marked down the wrong column on my score sheet. Good pull-up jumper inside. Braylon Smith can't get it to go.
Yeah, great recognition by Kalida. Saw that St. John's was going to run and jump.
Elwer with the kick out. That one's going to be no good. Munter's going to out-jump his own teammates, come away with a rebound. Kick out here, Austin Munter. Munter going to go inside Elwer. Elwer with a double team on him. Is just able to dribble this one out to the wing. Elwer gets it back. It's the extra pass. Austin Munter for three. That one's going to be off the iron. One is trying to be safe from going out of bounds. And Kalida's going to catch a break and get this one back.
A really good hustle by Jackson Huffman. That was going to go out of bounds, but is able to save it. Deflection by St. John's out of bounds, so Kalida's ball.
Once again, we see a little pressure out of Delphos St. John's. They back out of it. And now whistle and touch foul. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, the amateur officials in the stands don't like that call at all. We've seen worse up top, but if you reach and don't get the basketball and make contact, that is going to be a whistle.
The second one whistled against Austin Munter. Now there's a drive. Shot is no good, but looks like Jackson Schrader's going to head to the free throw line.
Great first step by Schrader. Gets Ohm on his backside. You got to wonder, though, he's shooting into his own student section. Why are they loud? Don't you want to be quiet when your guy's shooting at the free throw line? Save up that energy for when St. John's is shooting?
And Schrader picks up his first point of the night, ties us at 31-all here with 2:08 to go in the third. Now he will put his team back in front.
Magic fingers gave it to him.
Back and forth we go, 32-31. Defense there, Smith trying to get up and in to Elwer. There's a wing three, that one well off the mark, but a good offensive rebound pulled down. And now a reset for the Blue Jays. A jump stop, and he's going to run right into a body. He's holding his ground inside. Was Griffin Clousing. We're going to get a whistle and a foul.
This could have been a lot of things, but I'm not sure it should be a block, right? Yeah, it could have been a travel. Could have been a charge. Boy, that's a tough call if you're Kalida.
It's Colin Feathers able to draw the foul as he gets the second whistle against Clousing. The first free throw is going to be no good. He misses the second as well, a little too strong. Delphos St. John's not able to take advantage of the new rules. Free throws that wouldn't have come under the old foul rules. Smith picks up his dribble. He's going to need some help. Want to give it out top of the key. Now it's a race. First one is going to get the basketball. It's going to be Grant Ulm, and apparently we're going to have ourselves a whistle and a foul going for the basketball.
Yeah, both guys try to get on the ground. Wow, that's a tough call because of the hustle by Huffman, but he doesn't come up with the basketball, and his lower half does contact Ulm. So it is going to be a foul.
Oh, maybe they missed the first free throw. Misses them both. Elwer right there is able to put that up and in.
Well, your great players make great plays in great moments. And Cam Elwer, just one of those guys that is always in the right spot. Gets the little garbage, puts them up again by one.
He's got 19 of the 33. Here's one blocked from behind as Aaron Munter sends that one into the pep band.
And Munter's been a force in this third quarter. Had a couple offensive rebounds, had the big shot from outside, but that time it's a block party. here in Kalida.
Smith trying to inbound, gets it into the low block. Big turnaround, but that one's left short by Klausing. Second effort off the window is up and good.
Klausing just tenacious. First with the miss, but then goes up again, gets his own miss and puts it back. We are on a seesaw battle here in this third quarter.
Just wanted to pad the stats for the rebounds. Here's a kick out. Klaus had it, and now we'll get another foul.
Now they're going to get Huffman. You can't go through a screen.
Apparently not. Some more free throws coming for the Blue Jays. Grant Ulm will head back to the line. He's got a couple of points at the free throw line. That one no good.
I'm not sure both coaches are going to be happy with the turnovers early and then free throw shooting in this game. I know it's still early in the season, but both coaches are going to really stress, hey, those are free points. We got to take advantage of those. Yeah, how many kids are going to be like, Coach, it's the new rules. New rules are bothering me, Coach.
So Ulm is going to be unable to shoot his second free throw. Had a little blood on his elbow, so they're going to sub him out. Tice McLean will shoot the second free throw. McLean's able to knock that one down.
Well,
he's got a Christmas party to get to.
What a fortuitous moment, though, for St. John's. Ulm was kind of struggling at the free throw line, and you get Tice McLean up there, and he's like, no problem. I'll be Hans Gruber.
Kalida trying to get their correct group on the floor, trying to get everything set. We're perched high above the home side here.
Boy, what a costly turnover it is there. Kalida had an opportunity to take the last shot of the quarter, tied up at 34, and just an errant pass out of bounds. I thought you were going to zig, but you zagged, and we lose control of the ball.
Cameron Elwer will now inbound this one, so Blue Jays with a chance to break this tie. Klaus with it. Klaus trying to find an entry pass. Elwer with it. Elwer's got a defender with another one shadowing. Now he's got three on him. It's it along to the baseline. McLean under the basket will get a whistle. And looks like more free throws coming for the Blue Jays.
Now Parker Boris thought he got this one clean. Pretty good job inside, closing it off. Elwer comes up. Boris must have got a little bit of the wrist. But he thought it was 100% clean. Doesn't matter. Elwer at the line.
First free throw from Elwer is going to be good. That will put the Blue Jays back in front. And also gives Elwer 20 points tonight. So they actually whistled that last foul on Griffin Klausing.
Klausing with the body underneath before the block.
That's going to be his third. Foul trouble mounting now here for Kalida.
Elwer problems also, 19 points, 20 right there.
It's going to be 21 now with that second mate. At least that's what I have.
There it is. Just flashed up on the board.
Kalida chance. Late in this quarter, Smith puts one up. That's no good. Rebound's tipped around. Elwer's going to have it. Elwer gets rid of it. Munter, three, no good as the horn sounds. And we will have a 2-point game going into our fourth quarter. 36-34, and we'll take a break here on WOSF. 36-34, Delphos St. John's with a lead over Kalida as we are set to begin quarter number 4. Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you here. Richard Quartercrack's court in Kalida.
It could have been worse. They had an opportunity at the buzzer. Aaron Munter beat the buzzer, but wasn't able to convert it from three. This has been a really entertaining basketball game. I have a feeling it's going to come down to the last minute. What do you think, partner?
Yeah, I think so. We've played within about a 5-point window most of this night. Nice job cutting to the basket to open up the fourth quarter. Joel Schrader, who's been held scoreless so far tonight, hasn't seen a lot of action, opens up with the first points there.
Got to make Schrader feel good. He had a miss at point-blank range earlier in this game. You could tell it really frustrated him. But that time the backdoor cut gets him a free basket.
Now a tie up. And basket will, or the ball, I should say, will stay with Kalida here.
Now, you know this game means a lot to these guys because look at how quickly everybody gets on the floor. You see Schrader holding the top of his head. He was the third one in. And I think they're going to slow play down, get over to the sideline as, boy, they're taking a look at Aaron Munter. Towel to the eyeball over there on that Delphos St. John bench.
Yeah, I think he took an inadvertent elbow in that scrum, right in that spot where the skin isn't as tough. Kind of cuts you quicker as both teams are looking at some of the players fighting in that scrum, as the assistant coaches for Kalida be more than happy to take their time drying up some of the perspiration off the floor to let everyone come back to full strength.
Is there a special perspiration towel that you use on that? And I'm wondering if there might be a little.
Yeah, I think they might have noticed a couple drops of blood.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have someone from the staff clean this up. So while they take a look at the floor and looks like maybe clean up a little blood, we're going to take a break here in WOSN. It looks like everything now cleaned up here. 7.5 left to play. 38-34. Delphos St. John's lead over Kalida on our Lee's famous recipe chicken scoreboard, as the officials are going to call for both teams to head back to the floor.
Aaron Munter went to the locker room. They're applying some pressure on where it looked like was a cut. See if they're going to be able to cover that up, get him back on the floor. He has been important for this Delphos St. John's team.
Yeah, it looked like maybe above the eye or right at the eyebrow, somewhere in that area. So I'll have to keep our eye on that, so to speak. And how about Jackson Schrader with a spin and able to score?
And that's a big basket, as the 4-point margin was starting to look like it turned into 6 or 8. Good answer by Kalida to keep it back to a one-possession game.
Here is Braden Klaus coming up. With no one really coming up to defend him, they'll try to run some time off the clock, and that is exactly what the Jays did there. Now trying to reach out and steal that one was Kerner's. The 3-ball from the corner, that one's going to be no good. And Kalida comes away with it, trying to push. A little bit of contact. Now this one loose on the floor as that one is overthrown. And Delphos St. John's able to come away with it. Now Elwer off balance, no problem. 3-ball is good.
Oh, off the left-hand dribble. A little 3-olicious. Elwer, he's got some style.
24, none more impressive than the off-balance 3. And now Kalida will take a timeout. So timeout on the floor, we'll step aside here on WOSN. 6:07 left to play, and Delphos St. John's playing with close to their biggest lead of the night here, about the off-balance 3 we saw earlier out of Cameron Elwer. 41-36, Jays lead Kalida.
In fact, the head on this game was kind of like a dunk, right? Everybody for the blue and yellow were just losing their mind. Momentum and the loudness of the Blue Jay crowd caused a timeout by Ryan Steschulte. A 5-point lead could feel like a 10-point lead in this game.
One nearly knocked away off the inbound. It's a good job there by Colin Feathers to knock that away. It's a couple of seconds off the clock here. 6:06 left to go. I want to tell you that our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Now Kalida will throw this one away. And the Blue Jays will get the basketball back up 5.
Good coaching there by Ryan Steschulte. He gets up right away, starts clapping, tells his guys, let's just play defense here. Just one of those passes that you just take your eye off, and Steven goes off him out of bounds.
Coach Steschulte in his 8th year here at Kalida replaced the legendary Dick Quartercracks. Finished his coaching career here in Kalida. Place he's most known for. 890 career wins.
I'm not sure I've seen 890 games, Randy. That's an impressive number.
3-ball off the wing is no good as McLean had it. Hey, you asked me not that long ago how many games you think we've done together.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do you think we'll do 890 total?
I don't plan on living that long.
He's driving all the way to the basket. Whistle's going to come before the dribble drive as Braylon Smith that broke free. We'll take a look at the replay.
I think they might have found something here with Braylon Smith, right? They were kind of struggling with their offense coming in, but his ability to dribble drive has been a difference. And let's face it, he's really done a good job of keeping this Kalida team in it.
Hey, good news if you're a Delphos St. John's fan. Aaron Munter back into the lineup now. You see big number 33 out on the floor. Kalida with this one, down 5, nearing the 5-minute mark. Kerner thought about the 3. Now the entry pass comes into Klausing. Griffin Klausing, that high dribble, gets the kick. 3-ball straight on is up and good out of Jacob Siebenek.
Now Siebenek, who had the turnover, a possession to go, redeems himself. A little tray for Siebenek.
Cuts that Blue Jay lead down to a pair. 4:40 to go. We might see the basketball more in the hands of Elwer. Elwer with a kick as Delphos St. John's tries to answer. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Munter, but he'll kick it out. But he lost it. Now with the left hand. How about Kerner able to get to the basket, scoring and drawing the foul?
It started on the defensive end. It allows the breakout. And then Kerner, oh, buddy, used the left hand. And then the smooch. And what do? After contact, 3-point opportunity, you flex.
Chance here, a big free throw. We are now tied, and Kalida has taken the lead on the make by Kerner. Huge 3-point play here, 4:25 to go. 42-41.
Yeah, every time in this game, it looked like one team is going to assert themselves. The other one says, we're sticking around.
3-ball on the other end, no good, as Andrew Elwer, playing with 4 fouls, had that one off 2 pieces of iron. Jump stop, lost the handle, but we're going to get a reach inside.
If Kalida loses this basketball game, they're going to really lament the fact that they didn't do a better job on the defensive boards. Already the 4th offensive rebound in this half for Delphos St. John's.
Logan Kerner is going to pick up his 3rd foul. But Elwer off the inbound, can't get it to go. Here's Kalida with a miss. Siebenek able to bring this one into the front court. Calls for it at the wing. Instead, they'll send it top of the key to Kerner. Reverse it around as Braylon Smith wants the ball in his hands.
This is where you start to grind offensive possessions. Just hold on to the possession. Screen and screen again. Grind down that Delphos St. John's defense.
Close to a double dribble. Wild shot off the spin by Smith. Doesn't get it to go. Here's Elwer. Elwer's going to leave this one underneath, but it's taken away as Kerner takes the lob. And now Smith trying to attack the basket. Spins, and he'll get the roll.
Now Braylon Smith has stepped up in big minutes, big moments, gets another one right there.
And how about a nice job as Elwer's able to draw the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, really good players just have that knack, right? To get contact and then the wherewithal through the contact to throw the ball up to make sure it's a shooting foul. They kind of have that instinct when you're not set defensively, how to attack you. Cam Elwer has that.
Elwer's free throw is going to be up and good as Braylon Smith picks up his 2nd foul.
25 points for Cam Elwer. 32 last time out against Van Wert. I think he's going to be a plus 20 scorer all year long.
Scored 22 a game last year as a freshman. And now looks like timeout taken after the made free throw here.
That's always amazing to me that 22 as a freshman, because the year before that, you're playing against guys that can barely dribble the ball up the floor in 8th grade, right? And then the next year, you're scoring 22 in the varsity. That's crazy.
St. John's going over a few things, so 3:13 left to go. And what's turned out to be a really close competitive basketball game, 44-43. So Kalida at least matching the offensive output from their opener against an Arlington team that is no slouch.
No, Arlington year in, year out does a great job. The thing I really like about Arlington, Randy, is if they have a team that can run it up and down and shoot threes, they'll do that. If they don't, they'll slow pace. So they adapt every year to the type of talent that they have. Not a lot of schools do that. 3 timeouts left on the scoreboard for both teams. I have a feeling we're going to probably see a bunch of those moving forward. This game is so tight.
That is 1 full 2:30s left for St. John's, 2 fulls, 1:30 left for Kalida. By the way, JV game won by St. John's tonight, 28-20. Kalida set to inbound. Smith nearly slips. Nearly steps on the end line, receiving the inbound pass.
That was Munter doing a good job trying to deny the inbound. Almost got a turnover out of it.
Braylon Smith sends us over to the wing for Siebenek. Siebenek trying to get to the basket. High dribble, but he controlled it. Inside, the floater is up and good. Jackson Huffman able to score.
Yeah, Huffman's got a little bit of moxie about him. Plays hard with great effort, as you've seen throughout, trying to deny Elwer the basketball.
First field goal tonight. He's got 3. Munter thought about the 3 instead. The Red Sea parts, and he'll just drive right to the bucket.
That's amazing that the up fake always still works. Great up fake on the 3 attempt and the step around and the ability to finish. Aaron Munter, the man with the cut on the eye. He's tough.
And he's got 7 tonight. Makes it a 1-point game once again. The Wildcats will take their time offensively, trying to close this one out. Huge for them, able to get this win at home. And one thing we haven't talked about in the early part of the season, the new Max Preps RPI involved with tournament seeding. And if Kalida is able to get a win over a St. John's team that wins as many games as everyone thinks they will, be a good resume builder for the Wildcats. We'll spin, and we're going to get a reach inside.
Yeah, I'm not sure Elwer needed to reach, because this is kind of out of control by Siebenek. Spin step, where's he going to go? He's going to try and shoot an off-balance left-hander. Don't bail him out, but the little poke out is going to allow possession to stay with Kalida. And Kalida's doing a really good job of kind of milking that clock down, spreading the floor.
Elwer's going to pick up his 3rd foul, 3rd whistle this quarter on the Blue Jays, which now, as Miles said, down to 1:39 to go. And before the inbound, a quick timeout taken here by Kalida. So they wanted to save a possession. They thought that 5-second clock would begin to wind down. So the final 30-second timeout now taken by the Wildcats.
Yeah, might as well use the timeouts. You can't take them with you, right? I thought they had the low post, the lob from the inbound available. Didn't see it. Good job by Delphos St. John's at taking away cutters coming back to the basketball.
46-45, Kalida with this a 1-point lead in the 1:39 to go.
Hey, if they're all this fun moving forward, we're going to have ourselves a heck of a year, right? This has been a blast. Great effort by these two teams.
Still very, very early in the season. See another team coming up that is able to score some points. Miles and I will be with you in Van Wert Saturday night. Van Wert, Wayne Trace.
A really good catch by Siebenek. Tough angle to catch it. Goes with 2 hands.
Wanted to get it to Smith. St. John's realized it. Elwer's going to force a tie-up, and the arrow is going to go towards the Blue Jays.
A great scrappy effort getting on the floor by Elwer to get the held ball. Going to be in favor of St. John's, and I think there's another wet spot on the floor.
Yeah, Elwer was looking around asking for someone to come clean this up, so we'll get someone to
And if you're wondering, that's a different towel. It's a different towel that they used.
No, it's blood spot down. Rub that in.
No. A late substitution. Jackson Huffman coming back on the floor for Kalida. Elwer at the free throw line. Kind of surprised they didn't use him to come back and get the ball on the inbound. Much easier to get him the ball that way because you got to believe the offense is going to go through Cam Elwer.
I would think so, or maybe they'll use him as a decoy and let someone else try to get open. Right now it's Munter with it. Aaron Munter comes top of the key. They'll spin it around over to Andrew Elwer. Andrew Elwer, somewhat quiet tonight, been battling some foul trouble. Now inside Munter. Munter trying to get under the basket, is able to put it off the window and in.
A good power dribble, use that left shoulder to get separation against Clausing. Gives St. John's the lead at 47-46.
9 points for Munter, and now Kalida with it. Under a minute to go. How much of this clock do you use? I want to throw this back to the wing. It's out of bounds. Kalida turns it over, and the Blue Jays get it back.
Just a miscommunication. Smith was going towards the corner, and you see the dismay out of Jackson Huffman. He thought his partner was going to come back up to the wing, and next thing you know, it's another turnover for Kalida.
Again, we want to tell you that our instant replays tonight brought to you by the Union Bank. Union Bank committed to you. Now, the Blue Jays want to use one of their 2 remaining 30-second timeouts. They don't want to have happen to them what just happened to Kalida.
Yeah, if I'm Delphos St. John's and I'm the head coach, Aaron Elwer, I'm doing everything I can to run some action to get the ball in Cameron Elwer's hands. If you want to be a good free throw shooting team, you get the ball to good free throw shooters, especially in clutch situations. Of course, if I'm Kalida, though, put 2 guys on him right now. Do not let him catch the basketball.
Speaking of free throws, foul situation this quarter. 2 for Kalida, 3 for St. John's. So each team with at least 1 foul to give. Kalida has 2 before they get to that magical new number of 5. We're still learning. It's Elwer who's able to come and get the inbound, picked up defensively by Schrader. Now foul comes here with 37.5 seconds left.
Yeah, just go ahead and commit it early. Got to get to these free throws. And sometimes if you hack too hard, it kind of surprises the official and you get a turnover out of it.
Now, one trying to knock it free as Jacob Siebenek will commit the second foul. So that's the 4th on Siebenek, also the 4th team foul. Exactly what Kalida was trying to do to get St. John's to the line. A couple of seconds and run off the clock. Munter is able to get that one in as they get it in to Austin Munter. Austin Munter able to dribble around. He's fouled here with 30.4 to go.
Good job by Kalida not letting a lot of time run off. And, of course, if you're a really smart basketball program, you'll have one of your players go over and tell the official, look, we're trying to foul right now. You know, sometimes officials will help you out knowing that you're trying to foul because, you know, otherwise you could dribble it down forever as you're trying to reach it.
So Austin Munter's got 5 points with one of them coming at the free throw line. We'll get 2 free throws. First one is no good. As Colin Feathers, Austin Munter, and Joel Schrader check into the lineup.
Now this is a big free throw right here.
St. John's trying to get a little bigger, fighting for a rebound. Second one is good. Makes it a 2-point game here, under 30 seconds to play. Braylon Smith brings the ball into the front court, gives into the corner. Siebenek gets rid of it. Over to Jackson Schrader, and Kalida wants a timeout to talk things over.
They were trying to get it to Kerner over on the wing, but he was being hounded by Austin Munter. So Steschulte going to call a timeout, set something up.
So while Kalida talks about what they want to do, we'll take a break here on WOSN. 17.7 seconds left to play here. 48-46 in our Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken scoreboard. Delphos St. John's with the lead over Kalida. Wildcats will inbound. Do have 1 timeout left. Miles brought up an interesting point in the timeout. St. John's with a foul to give.
Yeah, I think you go ahead and use it, don't you?
Kalida thought about getting that up towards the basket. Now Smith, his runner, bounces and is good. St. John's quickly with it.
A great little curl and a better scoop shot by Smith.
Gonna let him play. Elwer Elwer, fadeaway, corner, no good. Rebounds fought for, and we are headed to overtime.
Some free basketball on night number 1. Oh, it's Mr. Smith in the key.
48 all. We'll take a break. We got more for you here on WOSN. 48-48, 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We headed to overtime here in Kalida between the Wildcats and the Blue Jays at Delphos St. John's. We have another tip in the air.
That's great. Has some free basketball on night number 1. A great design on that curl cut off the inbound to get Smith free. A little surprised St. John's didn't use that free foul to give.
What else you got to do here on a Friday night is the officials didn't like the tip. They're going to call this.
Well, you can't tip it to yourself.
That's true. That's a good call. So Delphos St. John's will get this one first. How about that drive and score out of Braylon Smith to tie this up?
He's been the big offensive threat for them tonight with his driving ability. They go to that card yet again.
13 to lead the Wildcats. Corner 3, all sorts of time. And Aaron Munter's knocked down his second triple of the night.
Oh, big-time shooters make big-time shots in big-time moments.
51-48, Blue Jays in front. Schrader trying to get inside, gets the kick out. Siebenek trying to answer. That one hits the heel of the iron. Rebound is tipped, and the Wildcats get it back as Clausing comes away with a miss.
Now, you don't have to have the 3 mentality. Still early in overtime. Just go ahead and get it 2.
Come out to the wing. Now they'll send it out in front. Clausing had it in his hands momentarily, trying to set a screen for Smith. Smith being guarded by Munter, pulls up, and his 14-footer rims out. As a foul is going to be called here as Griffin Clausing knocked down the rebounder going for the basketball. We'll take a look at the replay.
Now, I got to be happy with the look that Smith got from about 14 feet. It just could not get it to go down.
So Colin Feathers will be at the line shooting 2. So with those new free throw rules, one thing that does remain the same is like under the old system, the fouls don't carry over quarter to quarter. They do carry over fourth quarter into overtime. So with Kalida already wanting Delphos St. John's to go to the free throw line
right
at the end of the fourth quarter, they put the Blue Jays in the bonus. Feathers able to knock down both free throws. Is his first 2 points of the night, and it's a 5-point lead for the Blue Jays. Siebenek picks up his dribble, needs some help, pivots around. Finally, he's able to get rid of it as that one is juggled and held on to by Kerner.
I'm not sure how Kerner caught that basketball. That was a tough pass. Good hands by him.
Out Smith between the circles. Sends it right wing. Clausing with it. Siebenek trying to clear everyone out. Schrader going baseline. His runner's up and good.
Yeah, got a little contact, too. Used that explosive dribble to get himself free. Working against Munter. Goes up and through. Huge basket by Kalida.
Jackson Schrader with 6. Cuts that lead to 3 halfway through this extra session.
Spreading the floor. Real important that you see trappers coming.
St. John's trying to run out what they can of this remaining 2 minutes. Nice move there. Munter gives it to the cutter on the baseline. And Joel Schrader able to get in and score.
Now credit Schrader for recognizing his man leaving him. So dive towards the basket. Easy layup. Good find by Munter.
Schrader in the other end. That is Jackson Schrader. He's able to draw the fouls. We take a look at the Union Bank replay.
Now it's a mismatch. Schrader had taken Munter to the baseline a possession ago with that explosive first dribble. This time takes him to the middle of the floor. If I'm Munter, I'm going to play off of Schrader moving forward, make him hit a perimeter jumper. You go out on him, he's just exploding by you.
Munter at the line, shooting 2. First one's going to be no good, as that is the second foul whistle against Aaron Munter.
It certainly makes it more difficult if you're Kalida down by 5. You got to take advantage of these free opportunities at the free throw line.
Minute 28 to play in overtime. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. With locations in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's, call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Second one does everything but fall down the cylinder. Tough break for Kalida as the Blue Jays come up with a miss.
Now, Kalida's in that spot now. They have to foul to stop the clock from ticking away.
Elwer's pass is going to be deflected out of bounds. Elwer, I don't know if he's dealing with a cramp. He is. You see him reaching down. And that's going to allow his coach to use a timeout.
Yes. Smart timeout. You see him right away. Pit crew going in there working the tires on Elwer.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside in overtime here on WOSN. 55-50, Delphos St. John's the lead over Kalida here. You see a minute 15 left to go. As Miles and I don't get 4 quarters to start our basketball broadcast season.
Just a little too easy, allowing Delphos St. John to inbound that.
The designated fouler in Jackson Huffman will commit the foul here. It stops clock with a minute 10 to go. We'll send Austin Munter to the free throw line. Hoffman picks up foul number 4.
Austin Munter, who had 10 points in the opening win over Van Wert. Big free throws right here.
That one stays out. Each team will have a handful of substitutions coming in here.
I could have made it a 3-possession game, but make this one 2 threes now. We'll have to tie it up.
Second one is good. So like Miles said, this does stay a 2-possession game.
Now, if you're Delphos St. John's, you want to extend your defense past the perimeter. Force dribble drives.
Smith sends this over to the wing. And able to get his way in is Jackson Schrader, who scores. Schrader now with 8. His Kalida coach is trying to tell their guys to come out and defend. See how far they go before they do commit a foul. They're trying to. Munter able to get out of 1. Resets the offense. Elwer's going to have it. Clock down to 40 seconds. Elwer dribbles around, gives along the baseline. Now a good pass underneath. Heads up play there by Colin Feathers. Realized the defense is collapsing on him and is able to run a couple more seconds off the clock.
Yeah, I would have fouled earlier, right? I know it was Elwer that had the basketball, right? But you let about 14 seconds tick off there. Remember, this is a guy that was fighting cramps on the last timeout. Let him go ahead and shoot those free throws. Because, Randy, I'm a believer you need as much time as possible when you're down by 2 possessions.
So Logan Kerner is going to foul out with 12 points tonight here, 33 seconds to play. Here is Colin Feathers, who's going to shoot the 2 free throws. Stop myself from the double bonus, but there is no more double bonus. Just a bonus now. He is going to make them both. Feathers with 4 made free throws. 2-possession game here with 30 seconds to go. Bold pass underneath. St. John's will give that up all night. Schrader able to score, and a quick timeout taken here by the Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm not sure they wanted to give it up that quickly, though. It's a miscommunication. And you got to like the fact that Jackson Schrader first recognized the mismatch he had on the dribble drive against Aaron Mentor earlier in this overtime, but here of late, just cutting to the basket, no one around you, taking easy too.
Schrader now with 10 makes it a 4-point game. Time beginning to be a factor. 26.5 seconds left on our Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken scoreboard.
Got to foul right away, don't you? Don't let any more time run off.
I believe that has come up in this huddle, yes. Deny, deny, deny. If they get it in, foul.
I like that. Go 100% denial. See if you can get a turnover right here. Looks like they're going to have Schrader play off the inbounder.
Inbound does come in. Now how much time? St. John's able to run off the clock. Foul committed there with 20.9 to play. As Smith is going to reach in, commit the foul. That will send Andrew Elwer, who's been held to 2 points tonight, at the free throw line.
And I've been saddled with some foul trouble tonight, but I liked what he did, Randy. He got fouled, and what did he do? He ran straight to the free throw line, got ready, took a look at that rim. That's a confident guy.
5'11 freshman is able to knock down the first free throw, no problems. So one more free throw coming now for Andrew Elwer. And he's able to hit that one. So one more substitution comes in.
Well, how about the ice in the veins for the freshman? 2 big free throws? No big deal for me, Coach.
Stayed a 2-possession game, goes from 4 to 6. Now Kalida's going to need a couple of threes in a hurry here with under 20 to play. Smith trying to take the one, left that short. Offensive rebound grabbed there by Siebenek. Siebenek gets it back out. Siebenek fires. That one hits the front of the iron. Elwer with the rebound, trying to commit the foul. Elwer's going to run out the final few seconds. And our final tonight here in Kalida in overtime. We'll see the Blue Jays at Delphos St. John's come in and get a good win in overtime, 60 to 54. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll go down to the floor as our Miles Holliday is going to catch up with tonight's player of the game when we return.
All right, so Cam, I'm going to
good win tonight for Delphos St. John's. They need overtime to get past Kalida here, 60 to 54. The Blue Jays led offensively. Cameron Elwer, 26 points with a big effort. He's now down on the floor with our Miles Holliday.
Cam, this was an unbelievable battle between two really good basketball programs. How were you guys able to get this done in overtime?
It's tough and gritty. I mean, shout out to Kalida. They fought really hard, and I mean, that's what we want, a tough game on the road, our first road game, and a tough-fought win.
Yeah, pretty good start of the season for you. 32 points in game one, 26 tonight. How important is it for you to step forward in times when your teams are kind of struggling to score?
I find myself as a leader. I lead by example. I'm going to get myself going. I'm going to hopefully get my teammates going and make shots, and we'll win games.
Now, what was the message in the locker room after the game? What was the mood like? How fun was that?
It was awesome. Dad said these are always hard-fought games against Kalida, and it showed tonight, and I can't wait to play them again next year.
All right, you're our hardwood hero. You get to keep the WOSN game ball, but you have a half-court shot going that way. Can you make it from half-court? You've made just about everything tonight.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right, here we go. No pressure on you. Oh, Randy, that's got it. Oh! That was close. Cam, congratulations. Good luck moving forward. Fantastic game. Randy, he was our hardwood hero for sure.
Yeah, on his way to another big season again as a freshman last year with 22 points per game and a big one tonight here, following up a 32-point performance with 26 in this win over Kalida. We want to thank everyone who made our night possible here in Kalida, starting with Adam Huber, the athletic director here at Kalida. Also want to thank Curtis Aldrich for the work he's done running the cameras tonight. And, of course, always we want to thank Ken Reeker for the job behind the scenes with the production and make this look as good as it does. So it took overtime, but Delphos St. John's able to pick up the win 60 to 54. They knock off Kalida here this evening. For my partner, Miles Holliday, and our entire WOSN crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.